Hey everybody, welcome back. Today is November 18th, 2019. In this video, we're going to take a look at a mass shooting that occurred in Fresno, California last night, allegedly during last night's Sunday night football game, in a backyard. In this video, we're going to talk about the gematria and numerology of this event. Not only this event, but how it relates to previous events, particularly another mass shooting in Fresno, California in 2017, as well as the numerology of the mayor of Fresno. My blog post on the left side of your screen is linked down below in the description, and in that post I provide several examples about how these terrorism, mass shooting events, both around the world and in the United States, are occurring by some sort of numeric code. And this is a large reason why many of us believe that there's something more to these shootings than what the media is reporting. So let's take a look at the numerology of this and break it down and once again see how this event was a ritual in relation to the numerology of the mayor and the mathematics of the circle, which our language, as told through the numbers, is largely constructed around. To begin this decode, we're going to look at the date that this shooting occurred, Sunday, November 17th, a very significant date on the calendar, November 17th. To begin with, it's the date that leaves 44 days on the calendar. In the language of letters and numbers, also known as gematria, with the alphabetic order, where A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, through Z as 26, the word kill has a value of 44. Using the reduction cipher, also called Pythagorean gematria, this method reduces all double-digit numbers to a single digit prior to adding it to the equation. In this method, the word shooting equals 44. So do words like gunfire and execution. The word military also summing to 44. And perhaps some of these shootings are a military operation. Also notice the primary date numerology of November 17th, 11 plus 17 plus 20 plus 19, summing to 67. Also in our reduction cipher, this is a number that we pay close attention to, the phrase blood sacrifice and human sacrifice, both having values of 67 in reduction. But perhaps most important of all is the date itself, November 17th, written 1117. In numerology, 1117 is a pretty significant number, and let me show you why. (1117) is a prime number. Notice how it's the 187th prime number. Well, if we look at the prime factorization of this number, 187, you find that it factors down to 11 times 17. Now, as far as I know, these are the only numbers that have this relationship aside from 21 and 73. So this is a very significant date, or just number, in numerology, period. Well, in California, the state that this shooting took place in, 187 is known as the homicide code, coming from the California Penal Code. Using English extended gematria, a cipher which, instead of reducing the numbers, adds a 0 to the back for each time you reduce, this is similar to the Hebrew gematria and Greek isopsephy charts. The mayor of Fresno, California, Lee Brand, has a name gematria of 187. Now, I want to bring attention to the details of this story for a very important reason. This shooting took place in a backyard in Fresno, California. Now, if you pay close attention to the media, like I do, you know that there's been a couple of other major shootings in a backyard in California recently. Earlier this year, on June 19th, there was a shooting in Sacramento resulting in the death of a police officer. In this video, where I broke down the numerology at length, obviously, I made this observation. Using the reverse alphabetic order, where Z is assigned 1 and A is 26, the phrase backyard sums to 151. This shooting from June in a backyard happened exactly 15 months and 1 day after this shooting, also in the city of Sacramento, where a police officer killed a man in his backyard. So we've gotten 2 recent stories about backyard shootings involving police officers within the last year and a half in California. Well, now this story, this shooting on November 17th, falls exactly 151 days after the backyard shooting in Sacramento earlier this year. Looking again at the mayor of Fresno, Mayor Lee R. Brand has an ordinal value of 151. Notice these other numbers, 70 in reduction and 227 in reverse ordinal. Lee Brand was born on April 5th of 1949, meaning that on the date of this shooting, he was 70 years and 227 days old, just like his name Gematria, 70 and 227. Now, on this channel, I also talk about how these events are always related to total solar eclipses, particularly mass shootings. This mass shooting happened 12 months and 27 days before the next total eclipse. In Hebrew, the language where Gematria essentially originated, the phrase total eclipse sums to 227 and 83 in reduction. We'll notice Mayor Lee R. Brand equals 83 in reverse reduction. And this shooting was at a group of people watching a football game and using the alphabetic order, the word football summing to 83. So all 4 numbers of Mayor Lee R. Brand clearly coded into this event. Now, when we're talking about this number 227, this is an extremely significant number. First of all, on a calculator, 22 divided by 7 is the smallest equation to get the first 3 digits of pi, which are 3.14. And if you use the alphabetic order, 22 divided by 7 equals 314. Now, the number 227 is a prime number. See here, this is listed as the 49th prime number. Lee Brand was born in the year 49, and in Latin, or Jewish Gematria, the city of Fresno, California sums to 490. Now, the number 49 breaks down to 7 times 7. Using the alphabetic order, Fresno equals 77. Lee Brand, the mayor of Fresno, was sworn into office on January 3rd of 2017. Oh, I'm sorry. His birthday is what I'm supposed to be looking at. Got a little ahead of myself there. Mayor Lee Brand has primary birth numerology of 77 and a life lesson number of 32. The city of Fresno also summing to 32 in reduction. 32 is also the reduction value of the word circle. The city of Fresno was incorporated on October 12, 1885, meaning that on the date of the shooting, it was a span of 1,609 months and 6 days old. This is alarmingly similar to the age of California, which was admitted to the Union on September 9th of 1850. Notice the value of 169 years and 69 days. These are also numbers related to the mathematics of the circle. In Jewish gematria, the word pi equals 69. And in our current alphabetic order, pi is the 16th letter and the 9th letter. In Jewish gematria, Fresno Mayor Lee R. Brand equals 1,069. Pretty interesting. Fresno Mayor Lee Brand equals 314 with the capital letters. This also ties into the governor of California. The governor was Gavin Newsom, who was sworn into office on January 7th of 2019, which was exactly 314 days before the shooting in Fresno. So this appears to also be related to a shooting from 2017. On April 18th of that year, a man named Corey Ali Muhammad was arrested and charged with murder and assault after murdering 4 people in a shooting spree. This shooting took place a little over 3 months after Lee Brand took office. And I want to point out how that shooting was also related to this one. Now, the name Corey Ali Muhammad with capital letters, this is called Francis Bacon Gematria. Here we add 26 for every capital letter in the alphabetic order. Corey Ali Muhammad has that 227, just like Fresno Mayor Lee Brand. Well, 314, 2 numbers that are related. In our large number ciphers, we start to see a lot of syncs here. And I don't want to get too involved, but you can check out the post and look at these closer. Basically, Corey Ali Muhammad has the same gematria as Mayor Lee Brand. Now, what really sticks out about this shooting is the ordinal value of Corey Ali Muhammad, which equals 149 in the alphabetic order. This year's Fresno shooting took place during Mayor Lee Brand's 1,049th day in office. Not only that, but this is also 149 weeks. And looking at the 2017 Fresno shooting, look what time it ended. 10:49, like another 149. So this shooting back in 2017 was exactly 105 days into Mayor Lee Brand's term in office. 105, interesting, masonry equals 105, but the circle, the letter O, is the 15th letter in the alphabet. This shooting in 2019, or at least the date it made news, was exactly 1,050 days into Brand's term. There's a couple more numeric riddles here. They told us the victims were aged 25 to 30. Well, if you take every number, 25 through 30, and add them together, you get a sum of 165. Fresno, California in the alphabetic order equals 165, just like the phrase mass shooting in the reverse order, 165. And I must point out, too, we've talked about the circle for the length of this video. Notice how Fresno does end in an O. Might be nothing. Worth pointing out nonetheless. Also, the age of the city. Remember, Fresno was incorporated on October 12th of 1885. It seems like the age of this city was coded into CNN's headline. Here we get a 669 and a 907 in reverse. The city of Fresno, 69966 in their age. Including the end date, you get 6997. So I found that interesting. Who knows? Also worth pointing out, I just realized this, in the reverse reduction method, they gave us a 322. A lot of you guys recognize this as the skull and bones number related to deep ancient mystery religions. Today, November 18th, the date this news story made headlines, is the 322nd day of the year. So, a lot of numbers, a lot to swallow, but without a shadow of a doubt, whatever is causing these shootings is related to the dates on which the mayors in the cities are taking office. And we need to think about that and wonder what it really means. My concern, of course, and the reason I do these videos is that there are darker forces behind these shootings that are using them for some sort of agenda, whether it's gun control, whether it's a fear-based agenda. I'm not totally certain. But looking at these alignments over and over, seeing the same things pop, the same type of riddles. Again, other examples about shootings being related to mayors are all listed in this post, and this is just some of them. There's a lot more, but it takes time to kind of accept that this is happening and understand the implications of it, but I assure you, these are very deep riddles being played out in front of us. Okay, so that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thanks to everybody for jumping in. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. But with that, I'm going to wrap it up, and we'll talk to you guys later. Peace, love, and God bless. See ya!